ceremony today in this spring equinox. Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh, that's
Hello.
amazing to see you all.
Wonderful.
Yes. So let's wait just a second for everybody can get in to this room and to enjoy this beautiful ceremony we've been preparing with so much love for everybody and to honor her in her nature and in this springtime, in this absolutely amazing time, in this equinox. So she is now facing us, her fire energy, and let's welcome her, welcome everybody. And now this is our ceremony. Enjoy it and blessed be to everyone.
Welcome everybody to this spring equinox ceremony in honor of Nolava of Fire and her creatures. Please close your eyes and take a deep breath. And feel how you are fully present here in this moment. in this circle of people around the world, gathered together in love and harmony. Relax your body. Feel your neck and your shoulders, feel the tension and let it slide down your arms, your back, your legs. Let it all slide down. Stop thinking about the day. At this moment of balance, there is only the now. Feel inside your heart a golden energy burning. Let that golden energy go down, down from your heart, through your chakras, down through the chair that you're sitting on or the floor that you're sitting on, or maybe lying on. Feel that energy go down, down, deeper down into the ground. A golden thread of energy of light, leading you down through the foundations of the building you're in, through the topsoil, through the crust of the earth, deeper, deeper, past the bones of your ancestors, past the stones, past the burrowing creatures of Mother Earth, down, 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 deeper, 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 until you reach the molten heart of Mother Earth, her core of fire. And feel how that golden thread of energy connects your heart with her heart, beating together. And on your in-breath, draw the energy of Mother Earth up through that thread. Draw it up, up, up through the many layers of the earth, up through the floor, through your lower chakras, reaching your heart. And feel your heart burn with her fiery love. Feel that connection on the out-breath. Send your energy down. On the in-breath, draw her energy up. Your energy down. Her energy up. Feel how her golden light fills your body, fills your aura, expands your heart chakra until you are a being of golden fire. And then from your heart, send another thread of energy up. Up through your throat chakra, your third eye, out through your crown chakra, up in the air, through the ceiling, through the roof, up into the night sky, reaching up, up, up through the atmosphere to the stars. And higher, higher, shooting through the entire universe, to find your mother star, the source that you come from. Feel that connection as you reach her and draw her silver energy down on your out-breath. Down, down through the universe, through the atmosphere, through the night air, through the ceiling, into your crown chakra, down to your heart chakra, where it mingles with the golden energy of Mother Earth. Your energy up through the star on the in-breath, drawing her energy down on the out-breath. Feeling your energy reach up and her energy reach down. Feeling both energies mingle inside you. Feeling the silver light fill your body, fill your aura. Open your heart chakra further, filled with earth love and star love. Feel that energy and let it flow out at the level of your heart, flow through the others in this circle, flow through the other people in the world, flow through all her creatures, the crawling ones, the scuttling ones, the burrowing ones, the flying ones, the standing ones, the stone ones. Feel how the connection sends its love through us all. How we are all one, all her. And in your mind's eye, turn with me to face the east, the direction of the sunrise. In the east, we call to Nolava of fire, our fiery mother, who we see in the morning as she peeks over the horizon, promising us a new day after a long cold night. Lady whose rays warm our bones after a long winter, who calls forth the flowers from their buds, the creatures from their holes. We call to Artha, great bear mother, who comes forth from her hibernation with the life she has created while she sleeps. We call to Suna, the great sun goddess, and Granye. And we call to the animals of this direction, the mighty mother bear, the playful hare, the royal hen, and the majestic cat, who are touched by the sun's rays and feel the fertility, the playful energy, the return of life of this season. Lady of the hearth fire and the heart fire, we call to you. Fill our hearts with your fire. Lady, we breathe you in. We bid you hail and welcome, no lover of fire.
Horse! Come on then, come, horse. We call you into our circle tonight. Come, flying along, galloping, with your passion, with your love, with your truth. Help us, horse, help us to find that authenticity, that realness, that groundedness, as you show us how to be our wild soul self. Oh, no lover, no lover, we call to you tonight to bring that fire of love, that springtime energy, calling us here, helping us to open our hearts and to shine your loving presence out into the world. Hail and welcome, lover, no lover, and horse. We breathe you in. Blessed be.
And the waters are coming. We are now in front of the sea and the shore, looking at the tides, listening to the song of the whales and the dolphins. We call to you now with your loving energy, with your passionate energy, cleaning us, softening our emotions. Look at the big, beautiful ocean with all its animals. Inside, we can go and dive there deep, so we can heal our emotions. We can meet our unconsciousness. There are many things maybe we have blocked. There are many things that they need to flow. Maybe your fears, wherever it is, give them to the tides of the oceans and come with me. Just stand also in the river. Listen to the fall. Listen to the tinkling and minkling. And let's get into the big fall and receive the water flowing, cleaning us. We call Nolava of water, Lady of water, the element of water, cleaning us, preparing us, showing us how is to flow, how is to ease, cleaning our lives and ourselves, getting ready and prepared for the fiery energies of the great she-bear coming today. Welcome, welcome, Salmon of Wisdom, that show us what's the way, that remember how to get to the very, very origin of everything. Welcome the whales. Welcome the dolphins. Welcome the element of water. No lover of water, great mother of the sea. We breathe you in. Hail and welcome, no lover of water, great mother of the waters. With your animals, your salmon, your dolphin, your whales. Blessed be.
Please turn with me in your mind's eye to the direction of the southwest. To this direction, we call to Nolava, the Great Mother, gifting us with the capacity to birth new life, to birth new creations, birthing a new world again and again. Bless us with your creativity, with your abundance. Please fill us with these gifts until we are overflowing. We call to the spirits of the divine cow, the cow mother, teaching us through her magnificent example how to give birth to life, how to nourish life with the milk that she feeds us with, giving us her beautiful example of generosity. Cow Mother, please touch our hearts and teach us how to receive the generosity that the world and the universe is gifting us with, and teach us how to be generous to others. We call the spirit of the sheep, adorning our land with your beautiful presence and gifting us with your beautiful wool that we make beautiful creations with, to adorn ourselves and our home with. We call to the spirit of the dear mother bringing her beauty, bringing her gifts of elegance. Please come to us, please dance your beautiful dance with us. Nolava, the Great Mother, we breathe your energies in. Hail and welcome to Nolava, the Great Mother. Blessed be.
And now turn with me in your mind's eye to the west, where we call to Nolava of Earth and her creatures, emerging from the earth, the fox and the badger. All those little faces, those sacred spirits that we have missed during their long hibernation. We call to you with the power of the earth. We call to you in the heartbeat of the earth. We call to you in the heartbeat of ourselves. We call to the fox in your cleverness and your tenderness. We call to the badger in the ability to survive and the ability to know abundance with our families. We call to you, Nolava of Earth, bringing new life, springing to life in the green fire. We call to you from the depths of our roots, and in the sacred presence we bring to every day. Nolava of Earth, in your creatures, fox and badger, we honor you and we love you and we breathe you in. Hail and welcome, Nolava of Earth and her sacred creatures, creatures of earth, fox and badger. Blessed be.
Dark crone Nolava, we call you into our circle. Blessed Dark Mother, with your white sow of wisdom, with your black crow and your raven, with your snake of transformation. Come, Dark crone Nolava. Come into each one gathered here in your temple. Bring your power of transformation, change and rebirth. Beloved Dark crone Nolava, let your white sow eat all the detritus, all that we throw away, all that needs to be recycled in your cauldron. Dark crone Nolava, help us to transform what needs to be transformed within. Help us renew ourselves in the deep dark cauldron of your transformation, of your power. Call to your animals to come and whisper in our ears, to bring their wisdom, to bring their insight and their deep knowing. Call to you, Dark crone Nolava, be with us today in our ceremony. In this spring equinox, bring the newness. Help us to be reborn. Fertilize the seeds deep down in your dark earth. We welcome you. We breathe your deep dark energy in to give us courage and strength. Dark crone Nolava, in your land of Avalon, deep within the isle, the sacred isle where you dwell. We welcome you and we breathe you in and all your animals' energies. Dark crone Nolava, white sow, snake, raven, and crow. Blessed be.
And turning with me in your mind's eye to the north. The north, where we welcome Nolava of air. Nolava of air, she of the sacred inspiration of our breath and the ability to fly. We call to you and your sacred creature, the owl of the sharp sight, the owl of the silent flight, the owl who is able to rise so high, bringing us to inspiration and to soul flight. We call to you, Nolava of air, in your starry castle. We call to you in your manifestation of balance at the spring equinox. We call to you in this starry cycle of beginning, of growth and ending and rebirth. Nolava of air, and your sacred creature, the owl, you who call us to our full expansion, our full flight. We welcome you in, and we love you. We honor you. We love you, and we breathe you in. Hail and welcome, Nolava of air, and your sacred creatures of the night flight, the owl. Blessed be.
And I invite you to turn with me towards the northeast as we joyfully welcome in the maiden energy, Nolava, the maiden. And we call to you with your light, your returning spark and the flame of Avalon, the spark in our hearts that says life is renewing and starting again. That first moment of the year when the greening begins, at the very, very spark of it, the seeds, the bees. And we joyfully accept the challenge and say, yes, we are ready. Yes, we will. And we called her animals, her sacred animals, the swan that flies towards the sun, returning after the winter.
We call to the serpent energies, the transformation and the basking in the heat of the sun shining down, and the poison of its fangs, the poison that runs through our veins like fire, waking us up and transforming us, the fire of the nettle, and the waking up and transforming healing energies of this time of poetry and of song. And we call to the phoenix rising from the ashes of fire and transforming and lightning and flying, taking off with all the possibilities of this season. And with all of these, we breathe you in. Hail and welcome, Maiden Noliver and all your creatures. Blessed be.
Please join me. Come with me to the center of our wheel of Avalon, our circle where we are in today. And with this celebration of spring equinox, we call in Noliver, Lady of Avalon, and all her creatures. Please come to us, Noliver. We are so grateful. We are so happy to invite you in our circle. Come to us in this time of spring equinox and bring us your fire of passion. Bring us your fire so we can manifest everything we desire with you. Your animals, bring them to us. The cat who teaches us how to use our intuition, how to use our spirituality. The cat who is our savior and our helper in your temple. Bring us your swan, your island, your Isle of Avalon in a form, in a swan shape. Please teach us how to spread our wings like your swan so we can fly over the world and be free and sovereign. Please bring us your crows. Your crows. When we see the crows, we know you are there nearby with your magic. Noliver, Lady of Avalon, and all your creatures, please be welcome in this circle and teach us to love each other, to hold each other and be good for your earth. You are the heart chakra of this earth. And let us all travel many times to your isle, to heal, to find peace, to find love, to find ourselves. Lady of Avalon and all your creatures, Noliver, we breathe your energy in. Hail and welcome, Lady of Avalon, and your cat, your crow, and your swan. And I would like to invite you to turn with me to the outside of our wheel, of our circle, and use that violet light we get from Our Lady of Avalon, and use that violet light to give a sound, to use our voice, and with that sound, we spread that violet energy into the world. Give that power, that violet energy to others, send it into the world with making sound. Give that healing violet light to the world where it's needed, and we know how it's needed. Help me make a sound. Thank you so much for helping me out. Blessed be.
Wow. Now we are in this amazing time, in this season. Spring has just came in. Ostara, the spring goddess, Nolava of fire, Lady of fire. In this season, we are welcoming you. The fire of creativity, of passion, of courage. At this time of the year, the spring equinox, dark and light are equal. Can you imagine how much tension can it be to hold such different opposite energies? This time we celebrate her. We celebrate the spring goddess, the fire goddess, coming with all her creatures and fiery energy, the white hare, the cat, the bear, the great she-bear up high in the skies. In this season, springtime, she ignites our inner power so we can walk as bears, hares, and cats through the labyrinth of life until the cosmic tree in the center, the great hawthorn, the umbilical cord through which we all can connect to the center of all, to our souls and to her heart. She brings us the element of fire, open us to the new, so we can walk our life, we can leave behind the shadows, and we can enter into our inner power and our inner light. She comes and gives us to wear the bear skin so we can walk life in power, strength, fearless, and courage. As the she-bear defending her cubs, she, Ostara, she, Artha, wakes up from hibernation as an unifying symbol of a strength, devotion, fiercely maternal, and absolutely independent, teaching us to rise up into our feet, rise on our nature, and go into our being with love and strong boundaries. She brings and blesses us with the pure energy of the white hare, which embodies the power of fertility, creativity, and abundance. The white hare, which gestation period is 28 days, is linked to the moon, to the full moon. The white hare lives in both worlds, yes, spending most of the daily time in a labyrinth of burrows under the earth, and teaches us how to walk our labyrinth, our life.
You're muted.
Yes. And walking out, the white hair showing us how to come out in complete joy, in strength and power. She, the Lady of Spring in this season, comes with her cats, pure fiery energy. Do you see them? They're independent, magical beings full of mystery. They give us their amazing gifts so we can see in the dark. They gift us with the grace of their walk so we can turn through the labyrinth. The graceful movements and the flexibility and the ability to always fall on their feet. Such an amazing time is springtime. Such an amazing goddess is the spring goddess and her creature. So let's welcome to our lives and honor her present, Nolava of Fire, spring goddess, Ostara. Blessed be.
Do you long for the times of fire? Are you ready for fiery times in this season? Reach your hands towards your flame, towards your candle, as if you were Ostara season welcoming in the new times, taking the candle from Bridie, from Bridget, from the goddesses of youth, of Imbolc, welcoming this light into your life, into every aspect of your being. Bring the candle at the height of your third eye and just wave some warmth towards your third eye, blessing it. May you see clearly, may you see bright, may you be blessed by Ostara's light. And bring the candle in front of your throat, where your air flows through and your heart speaks words of wisdom and truth. And your breath flows over the candle. And it makes the light flicker and move. And with your breath you bless this candle. And with the warmth of the candle you bless your throat. May you be true, may your words come easy in Ostara season. May you be connected. Blessed be your throat, blessed be your breath. Then bring the candle in front of your heart. Meet the fire with your heart's desire. Open up, connect the heat, connect the warmth. The fire in your heart so bright. Feel how Ostara touches the new times. Open. Open, be warm, let warmth more and more like sunshine pour in and out and through you. Take the warmth of the candle into your heart. Blessed be your heart, your sun, your moon. Blessed be the light you shine, the warmth you give. And then bring your candle low towards your belly, towards your pelvis, and bring it up like raging fire coming from your pelvis, through your heart, through your throat, up through your third eye. And let's make this movement once again. The breath goes up through your belly, into your heart, into your breath. through your third eye. Bless yourself with the warmth of fire. I hope you have a lovely Ostara season and wishing you all the fire you can hold. Wishing new times ahead will bring you springing of all the things you imagined at Immo. Blessed be.
I have a story for everybody, but for the first time, I'm not reading something I have written myself, because I found a story, or I'm remembering a story that is one of my favorites from a book called Women Who Run with Wolves by Clarissa Pinkola Estes. And this story features a bear. But when I read this story, I'm reminded of the labyrinth, how the labyrinth is the journey. And sometimes in fairy tales, it's all about the gift or what you get. Just think of the search for the ring, the precious one. But actually, the true gift can be in the journey that we take, the way we go in and the way we come out, what we learn along the way. And that is why I've chosen this story. The story is called The Moon Crescent Bear. And it's an old story with its roots in Japan. And it starts with a young woman whose husband returns after many years at war. She had a young husband. They hadn't been married very long. But when he comes home, he stomps in and he's in a foul mood. He's used to sleeping outside, so he doesn't want to sleep in the bed. He doesn't want to be with her. He doesn't want to be with anybody. He just wants to stay outside. She tries coaxing him with some food. She's so excited to see him. She's cooked, she's shopped, but he won't eat. And slowly she gets more and more anxious and she loses more and more hope. But she does try and stay positive. And so she cooks him all his favorite food, all the food that she hasn't really been able to afford, but she's put all this together and pickled food and baked food and prepared food. And she thinks, I'll go out and meet him in the forest and I'll take him his favorite food. And so she puts them all in a tray and she carries the tray to where he is. I don't want any food, he says. And without a moment's thought, he upsets the whole tray and all the food goes everywhere. And that was pretty much the last straw for her, because that was a lot of money. That was a lot of time. And actually, if he won't eat his favorite foods, she doesn't know how to help him. How does she get her husband back? What does she do next? Leave me alone, he says. And yet she thought he'd come back for her. So her first step along this journey is noticing she needs help and seeking help. And so she went to a cave of an old healer who lived outside the village. And I love it in these stories where it's an old healer and they live outside society, as this woman in fact did. So I like to think she's a little bit of a Ceridwen character as well. So she goes along to see this old healer and says, please, can you help me? Is there anything you can do? My husband's been away, he's come back, he's so angry all the time. He won't speak to me, he won't eat anything, he won't drink anything. I'm really worried about him. Can you make him a potion to make him loving and gentle again? She asks. The healer replies that she can, but that she'll need a special ingredient. They always need special ingredients. And actually, she says that she's out of all her hairs from the Moon Crescent Bear, and she needs a single hair from its throat in order to make this potion. And so she asks or challenges the young woman, will you go and get the single hair from the Moon Crescent Bear? And the woman doesn't run from this challenge. She thinks about it. She considers what she needs, what her husband needs, and she says, yes, all right, I will go. And so the old healer gives her some instructions on how to find that. And the young woman packs to get on her way. She packs the clothes that she'll need. She packs the only shoes she has. She packs some food for the journey. And then she starts on this journey. She went to the mountain and thanked the mountain, asking permission to walk on its body. Arigato, she says, thank you, asking for the blessings of the mountain. She walks through the foothills, climbing over boulders, more and more challenges. She gets finally to the plateau where there's a forest, and the trees have leaves the shape of stars. Arigato, she sang to the trees, so that they lifted their boughs so she could pass underneath them. But the terrain got harder and harder. Thorns were catching on her kimono. Rocks scraped her hands, her knees, and it grew dusk. Strange birds flew out. She saw them as the spirits of the dead. And so she sang songs to them, to the spirits. I will be your relative. I will lay you to rest. And on she went because she was a woman who loved. She had that. She finally came to a snowy peak and her feet were wet. Her shoes were soaked through. Her cloak was wet. Everything on her was wet. She was cold. She was damp. A snowstorm came up and she was blinded by snow, ice, wind, and still she climbed. The snow and the wind finally stopped and she sang out, Arigato, thank you for ceasing to blind my eyes. And finally, she found a shallow cave. She got out her food, but she didn't eat. She kept it. She was so hungry, but she kept it. She had a feeling she would need it. And the next day, she carried on looking for signs of the Moon Crescent Bear. And by dusk the next day, she finally came across some scat marks and tracks saying, there is a bear here. And so she saw them going into a large, deep cave. So she sat and waited. And in fact, that's where she left some of her food. She left it by the cave. And soon enough, this grumpy old bear came out. And he saw the food and thought, food, as you would if you're a bear. And this went on for about 3 days. 3 days she left portions of food until she had none left and she still hadn't eaten. She still hadn't drunk anything. But day by day, the bear came out and ate morsels of food from her. And day by day, she sat closer and closer to the entrance of the cave. And finally, when she had no food and the bear came out, she said to the bear as he reared up, can you please help me? I only want one hair from your throat. And he still cried out and roared, but then he stood back and thought. He listened to that plea. And she looked at him, and in his eyes she saw the whole world reflected in his old eyes. And she lost her fear and she felt at peace. I have fed you all these days, she repeated. Please may I have a hair from your chest? And that is the part where she retrieves the magical item, because the bear agreed. He agreed that she had been kind to him and therefore she could have the one hair and then return to her own people. So he reared up as he roared in pain and he started huffing and puffing. Arigato, she thanked the bear.
And he started roaring in a language she didn't understand, and yet she felt that she'd heard and unknown her whole life. And then she made her descent, going back down the mountain, saying, "Arigato, thank you for letting me pass. Arigato to the boulders, arigato to the snow, to the trees." And finally, she made it back to the cave of the old woman with her ragged and wet clothes. And suddenly her energy was renewed. "Look what I have found." She is so excited. She has got it. She has done it. She's got a hair of the Moon Crescent Bear so that her husband can be healed. And the old healer turned round and said, "Oh, that's good." And she took the hair and she had a look at it, and then she flicked it into the fire. "What have you done?" says the young wife, thinking of all that time she spent. And the healer says to her, "Be calm, all is well, all is good. Remember each step you took to climb the mountain, to capture the trust of the Moon Crescent Bear. What you saw, what you heard, what you felt. I remember well," she said. And the old healer smiled gently and said, "Please now, my daughter, go home with your new understanding and proceed in the same way with your husband. For this is the true gift. It's teaching and compassion." Blessed be.
This Ostara, we offer you a very special opportunity to journey together into the labyrinth. If for those of you who are not familiar with a labyrinth is an ancient symbol, but it's also a way of journeying. It isn't a maze. We're not trying to get lost. It's about a journey of finding. It is a single path inwards as we journey inwards to find information, love, things that we might wish to see within ourselves. And there, once we encounter what we have within, we journey out again. As in the story, we come out with new knowledge. We come out with new awareness and growth. So today, I'm going to lead you through a journey into the labyrinth virtually, using sacred sound. I invite you to experience the turnings of the labyrinth as we go deeper and deeper through different sounds, and then we will reach the center. So if you have a finger labyrinth handy, now is a good time to bring it out. I'll also share a picture of a labyrinth here on the screen so that you too can journey inwards. Follow it with your finger or simply follow it with your eye. Journey in whatever way works best for you. Now I invite you to allow yourself to be calm and to focus on your breath. Focus on your breath. Okay, I'm going to try this again. My screen sharing seems not to be working. So hold on just a moment, please. Yes, here we are. There we are. Coming into full presence in this current moment. Allowing your senses to soften. Allowing your body to soften. Allowing your vision to soften. mind's eye, you're walking in a beautiful green field with the fresh wildflowers bursting to life. And across the field you come to the entrance of a labyrinth, like a portal, as if it were a portal into the earth. And at the entrance of the labyrinth you hear beautiful sounds, beautiful voices calling to you. And you make a decision whether you will go into the labyrinth today. If you choose not to, that's fine. And you can simply enjoy a beautiful sound meditation. And so we take our journey, our first step into the first turning of the labyrinth. Finding your balance, walking the curve of the labyrinth. Finding your way to the next turning, and you thank the turning for its lessons. Feel the breath against your face, the creatures of air flying across the sky, following into the next level of the labyrinth. Oh. Further towards the center, into the womb of the mother, into her cave, into her sacred heart. As you round the next turning, you hear the sweet tinkling of bells, beckoning you forward. Walking through that portal of sound. Perhaps you hear words, perhaps you see images as you walk, finding your balance. One curve, one pathway as you walk the curves of the labyrinth, you hear a heartbeat. Knowing you are near the center. Close to the mother. Ready to meet the bear mother. Blessed be.
Welcome to the cave. You have traveled far. As outside the leaves turned, the nights grew longer, and all life retreated within itself. So I retreated into the earth. There was nothing more. So I lay down and I slept. And you, wanderer, as you come through the layers of the labyrinth, have you shed your old leaves? Have you let the air currents blow away the soot and cobwebs? Have you shed your old skin like a snake? Yeah. For no one comes to the cave of the Bear Mother with old, useless stuff. This is my cave, and I will not have it. Come to me with your new shining skin. Come to me reduced to the spark of your soul. Come to me. Show me your inner fire. So beautiful. Come closer, don't be scared. You are me as I am she. She is me. We are all one. Come, come and rest in my arms. Come in my soft, warm lap. Come and sleep with me. Relax. Let yourself melt into me. We are all one body. We are all one soul. We are all one in the long, dark night of nothing. Let's sleep. There is no world outside this cave. There is nothing, only us. I sleep, but I feel I sleep, but I am. I sleep and I am still. But there is life inside me, so deep inside me. There is that tiny spark that sparks from my heart to my womb. But I sleep. And I feel it stirring. And I smile to myself in my sleep. Because I know it is you. It is you stirring in my womb, and I love you. And as I sleep more, I dream. I dream of you. And I smile. And I fold my warm arms around my womb to keep you safe. And I sleep. I sleep because there is nothing outside. There is only this cave. There is only us. But you grow, and the spark from my heart that jumped in my womb grows. And it enlivens you, and you stir, and I feel you growing and moving inside me where you're safe, where you're warm, where you're protected. And I smile and I sleep. Until you are so lively, so moving, so full of the spark of life that you push You push against my womb. You push so hard that you wake me. You push because you are so full of life. That spark that I ignited fills you with the urge to move. And you push. And I roar. And there you are. You are no longer in my womb. You are outside me. You are so small. You are so precious. I love you so much. What do I do? Take you. I hold you to my breast. And you join with me. And you drink your life from me. And again we are one. No longer in my womb, but safe in my arms. I hold you. I protect you. I nourish you. I give you life. And it is good. And we sleep. Because the night is still so long. And you grow even outside my womb, you grow. You suckle from my breast. You move. But I hold you in my arms, in my cave. You are protected, you are with me. But the life inside you burns so brightly. And I can't but feel it reflected in my own heart, in my own solar plexus. And even though I am still drowsy, I feel the flame inside me burn brighter. And when I look at you, and you look in my eyes, I feel the flame grow even higher, fueled by the love I have for you. And as your flame feeds on mine and my flame feeds on yours, the life fills the cave, spills out of the cave, through the many layers of the labyrinth, out into the world, into the soil, which it slowly warms, into the air, which loses its crispness and becomes balmy. It touches the seeds, which think they'll risk it and burst open. And new shoots grow out of the ground that was so barren and cold when I went into the cave. and trees soak up the warmth, and little buds grow, and they burst out into blossom, and the scent drift on the balmy air, drifts through the many layers of the labyrinth into our cave, into our nostrils. And the scent excites you because you have never smelled anything so wonderful. And you want to see the source. You feel the warmth, not just from me, but also outside. You think you see the light of Mother Sun and you say, come. We go outside and look at what's there. And I remember what was there. There were bare branches and cold earth and freezing wind, but surely that could never produce such a wonderful scent, such a balmy breeze blowing into our cave. So I reach and I stretch, muscles stiff from many moons of sleep. And I go out of my safe cave, out through the labyrinth, out into the world. And the world is reignited by fire. There's sun in the sky, there are flowers on the ground, flowers on the trees, birds singing. It's a magic paradise. There's a brook with crisp, clean, clear water, and I drink and it tastes so good. And I want to see you in this world. I want to see you roll on the grass and sniff the flowers and dance with the butterflies and sing with the birds. I want to see you breathe in this world, breathe it out and sing your voice. Because you are mine and I am always with you. Inside the labyrinth and out, you will always have a space in my arms. But now it is your time to stand on your feet and to dance and to walk out into this new magical world and see what you can become. My bear cub, go out and be my fire in the world. Blessed be.
And as we hold the Bear Mother's words in our hearts, we prepare to come out of the labyrinth with joy in our hearts and fire in our bellies and celebration in our souls. Come with me, round and round and round the labyrinth. We come together on a journey out. Come with the Bear Mother's words. follow our soul's journey into the light. Taking the courage to burst out of the seed, coming into being, coming into manifestation, coming into the light. As we come round the last curve of the labyrinth, we give thanks to the Bear Mother, who has been with us from the very beginning and will be with us till the very end. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Great Mother Artha, She-Bear, Great Mother. Blessed be.
Come out of your cave and into the sun. Put your feet on the ground and have some fun. Mother Bear, come out of your lair, 'cause life is springing up everywhere. No lover of the soul of fire, hear our prayer, hear our desire. God is shining from above. Fill our souls with your sweet love. Come out of the cave and into the sun. Put your feet on the ground and have some fun. Mother Bear, come out of your lair, 'cause life is springing up everywhere. No lover of the soul of fire, hear our prayer, hear our desire. God is shining from above. Fill our soul with your sweet love. The fire, the fire, the fire of the spring. The sun mother's rising, she's warming everything. Fire in your heart and passion in your soul. This heartbeat, this heart heat is warming me. The fire, the fire, the fire of the spring. The sun mother's rising, she's warming everything. Fire in your heart and passion in your soul. This heartbeat, this heart heat is warming me. Blessed be.
And now it is time for us to thank those sacred spirits with which we have traveled through this beautiful ceremony. We honor the sacred wheel of the Lady of Avalon and all of her creatures. We thank you, great She-Bear of the heavens. We thank you, beautiful horse journeying with us, and the creatures of water, and the sacred cow, and the sheep, and the deer. We thank the fox and the badger, and the great white sow, and the owl of the north, and the swan of the northeast, and the creatures of the lady in the center. Cat, crow, and swan. We thank you all for your blessings and your presence today, and we bid you bide well in your temple. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the gifts of our lives. Blessed be. Blessed be. Thank you so much to you all for joining us today, and Francisca will now speak a little bit about what is coming up within the Glastonbury Goddess Temple here in the UK. Blessed be.
Thank you very much, Annelie. That was a beautiful ceremony. Thanks to everyone. And if you want to join an in-person ceremony in summer, there's this amazing summer ceremonial celebration coming in July. Lady of Avalon in Glastonbury. You will find all the information directly on the website. There is also the next Silver Spiral starting, a Star Priestess training in Goddess-Centered Astrology with Mariah Jones. If you want to join, sign up now, because it's starting in a few days. And also there's this really beautiful Goddess House healing retreats coming up, and you find also everything on the Goddess website. And there's the Ostara Empowerment on Saturday the 1st and Sunday the 2nd April coming up. And as always, if you would like to contribute to the temple and want to support the temple's work, you can become a temple matron today. There's several levels and something in for every budget if you want to support. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much again. It's been a beautiful opportunity to share this Ostara journey with you all, and we look forward to seeing you again soon. Go well in your journeys, in your labyrinth, and we can't wait to circle again. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody,
so
and
much.
goodbye.
Bye.
Have a beautiful and amazing season to everybody.
Happy Equinox.
Blessed
Thank
be.
you for joining us.
Blessed
Equinox
be.
to you all.
Bye.
Blessed be.
See you the next time.
Thank you so much.
Blessed be, everybody.
Blessed
Thank
An
be.
you.
amazing Ostara.
Bye, everyone.